Alright, what's up guys, Poison here, and I'm back, and today we're gonna play some, Deadman's Cross, because it's November. It's actually November 1st, you guys are seeing this tomorrow. So, if you saw yesterday's video, if not, it's my latest video, besides this one, I finally got my computer fixed. So, as this game's blowing up, let's talk about what happened. I took my computer Monday to go, yeah, Monday, it's like yesterday. For me, technically, it's yesterday. For you guys, it was 2 days ago. But I took my computer to go get upgrade to have my GTX 1060 put in and the RAM. And I also had Dustin look at the computer because it gave me an error that wouldn't let me log into the computer at all. He fixed it all in one day, and this morning I got a text at 6 in the morning. I was knocked out. I didn't wake up till 9. I saw the text and I'm like, alright, at 10:30, you know, I was officially up. I already ate, took a shower. I'm like, alright, I'll be over in 30 minutes, come pick it up. Pick it up fine, nothing wrong. Ooh, we're gonna get the bard. And yeah, everything's good. So, real quick, before I get into it, in this video, I'm basically going to talk about the computer, videos again, and, what happened at work. Wait, let's see, what do we have? Okay, just hump bonus is good. Yeah, I'm going to talk about, what happened at work this weekend. I'm not going to talk about what happened 2 weeks ago, because, honestly, I don't even want to think about it. It's just going to bring back negative thoughts, and it's going to bring back hatred, so let's not even talk about it. But, yeah. This weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it was our final weekend in Deloso Farms working for the pumpkin patch, because Halloween is officially over as of, well, yesterday. But yeah, so we were working in a pumpkin patch. Saturday wasn't really much of anything, and let me turn up the brightness. Saturday wasn't much of anything. It was actually just a really relaxed day. The boss had basically all his Modesto people there. We all hung out. We had a barbecue. We just hung out, honestly. We worked, but it was just like the chill day. Then comes Sunday, and we get a text at 8 in the morning, hey, do you want to work? So I was staying at my sister's house. She gets a text, and she's like, hey, do you want to work today? Deep down, I'm like, I honestly don't want to work, not today. But then I'm like, I need the money, so I'm like, yes, I will work. So we're going, it's not raining. I actually spent Sunday morning, hanging out with my cousin all day. We were just playing Smash Bros, and we just hung out. It was really cool, and I'm starting to get more into Smash Bros, and that could actually be brought up later in the video too. We're shooting for like 25 minutes, hopefully, but yeah, so we're there, we're hanging out, and then comes 11. I'm like, alright dude, I gotta get going. I have to go pick up my sister, who lives just 2 streets down. I'm like, I had to go pick her up, then we had to go to work. He's like, alright man, I have to start getting ready so I can go to work in 2 hours too. I'm like, alright, see ya. We say bye, I leave, I go to my sister's house, I pick her up, and then we leave to go to work. No rain at all. It's actually clear, sunny, well, minor clouds, but it's pretty much sunny. So, you know, we're like, alright, it's gonna be an easy day. You know, I doubt many people are gonna come because apparently it rained in the morning, so it's kind of muddy, not many people are gonna want to come out. So, we pass Modesto, we're getting into Ripon, about to go to Lathrop, because that's where the farm is, and, massive storm. I mean, like, hard-hitting rain, and it's, like, everywhere. So we're like, well, fuck, I don't think we're gonna work today, you know, because this, like, exactly where we were at is exactly where the farm's at, and it was storming, too. So we're like, dude, I doubt we're even gonna work today, but whatever, we still went to the farm, and on the way to the farm, I saw someone from Sacramento. Like, I didn't know him personally, but I read his back patch on his motorcycle. It was some like West Coast Sacramento motorcycle club thing, and I'm just like, oh damn, this dude is going towards Sacramento in the middle of a storm on his bike, and like this dude's just calling it. This dude does not want to be in the rain, and I'm like, this dude honestly needs to slow down. Like, if something happens and he has to brake, he's done. He's not gonna brake in time. I'm like, you know what, I'd rather take it slow and get soaked instead of go too fast and end up skidding out, because even Honda Groms that go like 30 miles per hour could still slide out uncontrollably. So a bigger bike, we were going at least 80, which is kind of stupid, we shouldn't have, but we were going 70, he was going about 80, because we couldn't catch up with him until like a car came, he slowed down, then he got behind us, then overtook us again. But I'm like, this dude is not thinking right, and thankfully, I didn't read anything in the news of anyone crashing on a motorcycle, so, you know, we could all assume he's fine. But we get to the farm, and it's still pouring, like, horribly. They have 5 people, no, wait. there's 4 people outside, like, in the middle of the rain working. And then, 1 person on a cart driving around. And then 1 more person in her car, just staying at her car at a gate. You know, if someone comes, she has to wave them to the next gate. So she stood in her car. And it's just coming down. And then we're there an hour early. We don't start till 1. We got there around 12. So we're just like, fuck it, we'll just wait in our car. Then 1 o'clock comes and it clears up all of a sudden. But there's all this mud. So we work, you know, we're there for an hour until we meet the farm owner's wife. And she comes up to me and my sister. She's like, excuse me, do you guys work here? I'm like, yeah. She's like, are you guys the parking crew? I'm like, yes. So she's like, all right, how many people do you have out here? And we're like, ooh, maybe like 10 at the most. There's not that many people here. She's like, all right, we're going to start sending people home. We only need about 4 people here. So I told him, like, after she left, I told my sister, I'm like, shit, I know you want to stay, but fuck, if they send me home, I have no problem with that, you know? I would love to go home because Saturdays when my RAM came in, I could have went Sunday to go get it put in. But I'm like, shit, I don't care if they send me home. I'd be all right with that. I wouldn't be upset, but I wouldn't be happy either. I'd be like, okay. They don't. They send home the Merced people who live like maybe an hour away. I live 2 hours away, which it took me an hour and 30 minutes to get home at night. Don't even ask why, but, you know. We're not going to go into details about that, but yeah, they sent home my cousin, his son, and my 2 other cousins. They sent home 2 other people who were there, and then they sent home about 9-ish people, so we had more than 10 people, but basically in the end it was me, my sister, the main guy who works there, Mike, who's like our boss's go-to person, and then his friend Julian, who also works there. So we were just the 4 who were there all day. And it was honestly a slow day. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't busy. It also got a little bit busier in the nighttime, but it wasn't horrible. It was still manageable, even with just 2 people. And then, dogs are barking because kids are getting out of school right now. But, Mike tells us, hey, you guys go on a 2-hour break, you know? Go take your lunch, go sit down, do whatever, you know? Just go rest for 2 hours, essentially. So we're like, all right, since we could go into the pumpkin patch for free, because actually this is the first time in years that they charge people to enter. It's $20 for anyone over the age of 2. So $20 on top of having to pay to also, you have to pay $20 to enter and pay X amount for like food and then like whatever event you want to do. Like, you know, if you want to do certain games or something, you have to pay for those too. So we're like, screw it, we're gonna get in for free. Let's go try and make the most of it. And my sister's like, oh, I want to go inside the haunted house. And I'm like, you know, I love horror things. I love horror anime, horror games. Horror movies I could watch, but not something I have the attention span to watch for a long time. And, you know, real life scares I'm not into because real life scares affect my blood sugar. It makes my sugar rise for some reason. So I'm like, I don't know. All right, let's go. Fine. She's peer pressuring me into it. She's like, come on, let's go. I'm like, I don't want to do this, but okay, whatever. You want to do it, I'll go in. So we go in. We don't know where the hell the entrance is. Like, because the way they had this... Back up, wrong thing. The way they had the castle laid out is like the entrance had an exit sign. So we're like, oh, that's strange. Why is there an exit sign where the entrance is? So, you know, my sister peeked in. She's like, no, that's the exit. And we're like, okay, where do we enter in from? And then, like, someone told us, like, oh, no, that's actually the entrance. And we're like, oh, okay. So we go in. My sister's recording. I wanted to record too, but I didn't want to record. So I'm like, I don't know where. Here we go. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I didn't want to kill my battery too because I still had like 4 hours of work left. So I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna record right now. That better not be anything important. That better not be important. Elgato, sweet. We'll talk about that later too. But yeah. So we're going through, and the girl who's like has the doll mask. There's like 3 doll girls, and one of the doll girls, the first one, she's like, oh, sorry, no recording. And after we left, I'm like, sweet, we got someone to break their character. But then we're going through, like, we go around the corner, we take like 3 corners. We go to the second area of doll girls. There's 2 girls in a cage with doll masks. And I'm going to say exactly what they said. They're supposed to be haunted dolls. And they say, do you want to play with us? Do you want to be stuck here forever? And in the moment, I didn't say anything. I'm like, whatever. I just started laughing. But in my head, after we left, I'm like, fuck. I should have said, hey, don't threaten me with a good time. Because I'm pretty sure they would have busted out laughing. But I didn't think of anything at the moment. So we do that, whatever. Not really scary. My sister's like, that's weird. Normally they have someone chasing you. Later on, we ask a security guard. They're like, because he asked, he's like, oh, you guys already done for your break? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, what'd you guys do? Like, this was someone who didn't work with us, but they worked at the farm with a separate company. He's like, what'd you guys do? We're like, oh, we went to the haunted house. And he's like, oh, it wasn't as good as it usually is. My sister's like, yeah, don't they have someone chasing you? And the guy told us, yeah, they do have someone who chases you and scares you, but unfortunately they were punched this morning, so they're kind of like they're kind of like trying not to scare anyone. Because apparently one of the people who chases you, like, just got socked in the mouth and had to go home, so they're like, yeah, they're probably not going to have anyone jump out anymore. I'm like, oh, that's kind of sucks. But secretly, I'm like, well, fuck, I would have punched the dude too. Like, the thing was so dark, I couldn't see anything, and it was so loud. And I have sensitive ears, like, my ears are constantly ringing, so loud noises just irritate me. So, like, I couldn't see anything, and, like, they constantly had, like, CO2 cannons going off, and, like, loud music, loud stuff that I couldn't hear anything. And, like, I had one hand on my sister's shoulder because, one, we couldn't see anything. I'm all like, hey, I don't want to get lost. She's like, yeah, just hold on to me. And she's like, where's your right hand? I'm like, in a fist in case someone pops out. She's like, oh, okay. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna get fucking scared, like. Plus, like, I'm like, what if someone's hiding in the dark and they try to rob someone? Like, what are they gonna do? Like, you know. Which just means, like, why hate Halloween? Because I'm gonna close my eyes. Let's go around right here. It's like, if someone wanted to commit a crime on Halloween, it'd be the perfect date because everyone's wearing a mask. They're not gonna get caught. But, yeah. So, after that, we go on the mystery ride, which is, we're actually done with, we're done with doing hunts. I'm gonna do more hunts when I'm editing this video. Your order from Elgato. What the hell? Okay, that's weird. So yeah, I'm just like, we go on a mystery ride. Not much happens. It was kind of, nah. It really wasn't scary in my opinion, but other people got scared, so I'm like, all right, whatever. The day ends. We get off at 8. Actually, the quickest we've ever been let go. Normally, we're there till like 10 at the very least, but yeah, we got home early, or I got home early. Got home at 10 exactly. Or actually, no. I left at 8, got home at like 9:30. Kind of speeding a little, you know, nothing bad. And it wasn't raining anywhere in Merced, but then as soon as I reached the actual, like, excuse me. I don't want to say border, but the city limit. When I reached the limit of Sacramento, it just started pouring down, and I should have chose veteran. Nah, whatever. We'll do rookie. We'll play veteran later. And it's like, it just started pouring down, and I'm like, oh, snap. I had to pull up my sunroof because I didn't want water coming in. I'm like, all right, damn. And it was, like, so sudden, too. Like, as soon as you went over this imaginary line, it instantly started pouring. Monday comes around, I go take my computer. Nothing happens, except for yesterday, for me, technically Monday, I made a huge purchase. So, if you guys know, I've been talking about getting an Elgato HD60S for a long time. Well, I finally pulled the trigger, and I bought an HD60S with Sony Vegas Pro 13. Now, this is a huge bundle going on right now on Elgato. You have to go pick this up ASAP. Hopefully it's still around by the time this video comes up. I talk about it in another video. But yes, I bought an HD60S. I bought an I bought an HD60S, my bad. And I bought Sony Vegas Pro 13 for $230. Including shipping, it was $250. I already downloaded Vegas Pro. I used it. Review-wise, it's going to take some getting used to, honestly. I'm used to the simplicity of Windows Movie Maker, which is bad. Like, that's kind of sad. Not bad, it's sad. That's better. It's kind of sad that I'm so used to Windows Movie Maker. But, you know, I was able to work around in Vegas Pro, and it's alright, you know. Would I pay as much as it really costs? No, but I'm actually glad I got it on this package, so that's a good thing. The HD60 should be in, who knows, hopefully next week, hopefully? I'm hoping for a week. And about the computer, there's only one last upgrade that needs to be done. And that upgrade is, so Dustin was telling me the computer is going to work fine. Although I talked to him, like, hey, I'm going to be recording. He's like, the computer might bottleneck in certain areas. I'm like, how bad? He's like, I don't know. Play around with Shadow Play, see how bad it bottlenecks. And I'm like, alright, I'll do that. And, so he essentially is like, honestly, what you could do, or he's like, if you don't want it to bottleneck at all, one thing I would highly recommend is buying a solid state drive. And I'm like, alright, which one would you recommend? He's like, any solid state drive will work, but I know, like, what are you trying to achieve? I'm like, at least 1080p at 60 frames per second. He's like, okay, they're gonna want a lot of space. He's like, purchase a Samsung 1TB SSD. I'm like, what about 500 gig? He's like, well, 500 gig could do, but, you know, if you want to just be, like, 100% positive, you don't have to come back and you don't have to do anything else, a 1TB will do fine. I'm like, alright, so I have to set aside $300. I already set aside $50. I need $250 more. No problem. I could set aside money every paycheck, but yeah. So essentially now the last thing I need to purchase, well, actually there's a bunch of things I want to purchase, but to make the computer 100% done where I don't need him anymore to, like, put anything else in, is just a solid state drive. And after that, I can just start buying games. I want to buy a brand new webcam so I can do horror games. My blue eyeball works fine right now, so I don't need a new microphone, but there's just a bunch of things I'd like to purchase just to make the content a little bit better. Is it going to improve the commentary? No, but at least the video itself won't be like potato quality. It'll be good quality, so will the microphone, so will the camera. And yeah, I haven't played any games on the computer yet, and I've had the computer since about 1 a.m. No, 1 a.m. Jesus Christ. I've had the computer actually since about 12. Yeah, since around 12. Since about midday, or for you Overwatch fans, since high noon, I've had the computer. And speaking of, I will be playing Overwatch soon, because now since I bought freaking Sony Vegas Pro, I don't have to buy Sony Movie Premiere 13. I could just buy Overwatch or any other game I want. Payday 2. I bought the new DLC this morning. There's going to be some more Payday 2 content coming alongside the other ones. When this video comes out, I'm going to be working on continuing Duke Nukem Forever. Like I'm saying, guys, now that I have this stuff, I'm going to be doing more content, guys. The computer is back, so that means I can continue regular Android time, and I can do everything just the way it was, as if, you know, the computer never stopped. But, yeah. Thank you guys for all who still view my content, despite me uploading, like, maybe one video a week. That's a cool card, the Cutesy Cadet. Seriously, thank you to everyone who's been watching. Thank you for everyone who's had to put up with the computer being dead. If you were around before my computer died and you were used to the daily uploads, the daily uploads are going to come back. And for those of you who are new, I actually used to do basically a daily upload minus Saturday. There'd be a video every often there'd be a Saturday video. But usually, also, Carbuncle looks like a Sylveon, or no, like Vaporeon. But, yeah, for those who are new to the channel, I used to upload almost daily. Once in a while, there'd be Saturday, but not every Saturday there'd be a video. But, yeah, seriously, guys, thank you for putting up with the delay. And I'll be seeing you guys with more videos coming pretty soon. Once again, tomorrow, we're going to go back to normal. And so far, it looks like I'm not working this weekend. They wanted me to come in on Sunday to work, but I said no, I might be going to a concert. Only depends if I could get some friends to go with me. If not, then I guess I'm going to work and I can start saving up for the solid state drive. But yeah, until next time, have an awesome day. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.